Okay, let's look at our second case study, Stewart Pharmaceuticals. Stewart Pharmaceuticals is adding a product line. They have developed a drug that cures the common cold, or they think they have. Their corporate planning group, including representatives of production, marketing, and engineering, has recommended the firm go ahead and test the development phase. Well, let's look at those numbers, shall we? The first thing is the preliminary phase will last 1 year and cost $1 billion. Furthermore, the group believes that there will be a 60% chance the test will prove successful. Of course, the alternative to that is 40% of the time you're going to lose $1 billion. So that's a very important statistic that we're looking for in this, is the probability of success and failure. That is the risk you're taking. We're going to talk a lot about risk in this course. Think about this as one of the first lessons in risk. It's 60-40 chance this will work in their opinions. I don't know where they got their information, but the idea of curing a common cold sounds more risky than 60-40 shot to me. The investment, if successful, Stewart Pharmaceutical will go ahead with full-scale production. This will cost another $1.6 billion. Production will occur over the next following years. So let's look at a few quick calculations to figure out where we're at here. The first one is investment year one, $1.6 billion. This is if the test is unsuccessful. If the test is unsuccessful. So they project that revenues will be $4 billion, variable costs will be 1.7, fixed costs 1.8, depreciation of $400, pre-tax profit of 115, tax of 34%, net profit of 75.90. Well, if you have 75.90 going forward, and we add up all the cash flows from the for 75.90, and we add up that cash flow for the time periods, the 4 time periods, and we subtract out the $1.6 billion that it's going to cost to develop the factory, to build the cure, whatever it is, package and sell the cure, we find out that the net present value is negative $91 million. So when you start thinking of $91 million loss if the test is unsuccessful, well, that's one number, and that's a discounted rate of 10%. We could obviously look at different discount rates and so on, and we don't know where all those other numbers came. They just were part of the case study. So that's if it's unsuccessful. What if it's successful? So we go to the next slide and we look at it whether it's successful or not, and we find out that following a successful test, revenues are $7 billion, and variable costs are $3 billion, fixed costs 1.1, depreciation, pre-tax profit of 1.8 billion, pay your taxes, you have $1.1 billion in net profit, and so we add back depreciation for 1,588, which is $1.5 billion after tax profit, and we discount that back, subtracting out the $1.6 billion for the investment, and we find out that our net present value is incredibly positive. So obviously a successful test is going to be fantastic. An unsuccessful test is going to be failure. So we have looked at both now. What we look for is the combination of the two given our 60-40 probability, and we do that in the next slide.